It's another beautiful day, and we are so grateful that you have allowed us into your homes. Let's start off with a motivation. Now, this is coming from Stephen King, and it reads, "Amateurs sit around and wait for inspiration. The rest of us just get up and go to work." I love this because my guest didn't just sit down waiting for an inspiration. She said to herself, I am moving and I'll make sure that I make an impact in this world. I'm not talking about just Ghana, but worldwide, because if you hear her story and you get to know what she's doing, you will understand my intro for today. Welcome to Obaa. My name is Rosalind Fairley. This show is proudly brought to you by GTP. Now, let me tell you why you need to wear your GTP. GTP cuts across all ages, whether you are old or you are young. You can wear your GTP and look fabulous. Go get your GTP today. Also, Maxim Cosmetics, they have the right products for you. So no matter the texture of your hair, just go to Maxim Cosmetics and they'll sort you out. Now, let me tell you this. Adam Precious Beats, my goodness. Are you a guest, a celebrant? Who are you? Whoever you are, just go to them. They'll make the right accessories for you to look beautiful. Also, Jewel Fashion, they put this lovely outfit together for me. So just contact them. They'll make one for you after you've gotten your GTP. Or if you have any fabric at home, just take it to them. They'll make you look beautiful. I want to take a break. When we come back, I'll read to you my guest credentials. You'll get to know who she is and the products that she's put out on the market. Stay with us. Have you heard of MGL Natural? Is on the market. Well, I remember about probably like 10 years ago, I went to Makola to shop for hair products. And a woman actually said to me, try hair product, try this product. It's very good. What caught my attention was the fragrance. My goodness. I smelt it. I said, okay, let me give it a try. And 10 years down the line, whenever I go into any salon, I see this product there. I've been wondering who the person behind this is. I was wondering, did this person go to China to get it made? How did a person capture the market? Well, she's right here with us today, and she'll tell us her journey. Her name is Israella Kafui Mansu. She is the CEO of MGL Natural. Hello, Israella.
Hi, Rosalind.
How are you today?
I'm doing excellent. Yourself?
I'm fine, thank you. It's good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Great. I've seen your products.
Okay.
10 years down the line. Little did I know that I'll meet the person behind this product and ask the person how it all began and how she got here. But Israella, tell us a little bit about yourself. How was growing up like?
Okay. So my name is Israella Kafui Mansu. I was born in Sogankope, and my parents traveled with me to Liberia. I spent my early years in Liberia. We returned to Ghana when I was about 6 years, and we stayed in Liberia during the time that there was war. So I didn't get to go to school below that age. So when we came back to Ghana, we were in Sogankope, where I started school. Started class 1 in Sogansko Primary and moved to Dabla Primary, where I continued to GSS because my mom was a teacher, so she was transferred a number of times. I continued to Amfuega Senior Secondary School and then to the University of Ghana, where I studied consumer science and psychology.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, before we go into all the consumer science and psychology, maybe that's why you are here, or maybe that's why you are doing MGL Naturals. But before we go into that, One thing that everybody will be wondering is, how was the Liberia war like for somebody who was there, who was, you know, spent your first 6 years of your life there? Do you have any memories, and how did you migrate to Ghana?
Okay, I have few memories. I remember when my mom and myself and my brother and other women and their children would have to run from one church building to the other seeking for shelter. And I remember one time when rebels appeared on us wanting to shoot at us, but the way I was behaving, my mom said that one rebel asked whose child was that, and she said it was her child. And because of how I was behaving, like placing my hands here and there, the rebel leader told them to leave there immediately and move to a safer place because more rebels were coming. That was how bad it was. Yes. Yeah.
Do you get flashbacks sometimes?
Well, when I remember some of the things, I get very emotional and teary and I cry about it. Yeah. I adopted being born in Sogankope because I do not have a birth record. Yeah. So I decided to adopt Sogankope that I was born there because my senior brother was born there. My mom actually got pregnant with me in Liberia. She was with my dad, of course. She couldn't go to the hospital. She couldn't afford going to the hospital for maternity care. So when she said she was in labor with me, she was turned away from a number of hospitals. Fortunately, a Catholic hospital admitted her, and then I was born. Even at birth, I was stolen. Yeah. My mom says someone stole me, even in all the difficult times. And fortunately, my dad said he was going to visit my mom and saw a bit older woman and didn't believe that that woman could have a baby at that time. So he was quite curious. And so he just came upon him to quickly reach out to my mom in the hospital bed to check on me. And my mom said, I wasn't by her. The nurses took me away and they started looking for me. And my daddy said he saw a woman out there and it was strange. She carrying a fresh baby and it was me. Yeah. And this, you know, so anything else could have happened to me, right? So I didn't have a birth cert, as I told you, no birth records. So I remember in the University of Ghana, I needed to produce a birth cert and I asked someone to help me with it. And he said, oh, he will use Kolebu because everyone is born in Kolebu. Yeah. And I said, no, you know.
But you don't even know where you were born.
I knew I was born in
Liberia, but you don't know the hospital's name?
No, not at all. No birth records, no birth records. We came back empty-handed, no pictures, except for pictures that my mom posted to my grandfather before the war broke. Yes. And so, and I said, no, he shouldn't use the, and then I said, sincerely, he even used it. You know, at that time, it wasn't biometric. Right. He used Kolebu, and then I used it for something, and I wasn't feeling comfortable because I knew I wasn't born in Accra. So I said, okay, let me get closer to home where my brother was born. Yeah. So I did another one and stated Sogakope. I think at that time, checks weren't really in place, so it was approved.
You did it because, see, you can't live without it.
Right.
However, you don't have records to it.
Right.
And we all know and we understand what happened in Liberia as of that time.
Right.
And how do you go back to ask anybody there that, what's the hospital that I was born in? Was it even a hospital, or it was just a Catholic church that gathered to say that we are helping women who are in need as of that time? So you needed it, and out of that you had to do it.
Right.
But how was the migration like to Ghana?
So my mom said at that time, the late former President Rawlings sent a ship over to bring all Ghanaians home. So we're fortunate enough, my mom, my brother, and myself came ahead of my father. So we came down to Tema Harbor. And my mom says on the ship, the blankets weren't enough. So families had to rotate the blankets. Imagine, you know, moving on the sea. And I can imagine that it wasn't maybe a ship meant for, you know, carrying people specifically. Yeah, so that was how we came back.
So
right?
so this family uses
And
the
one thing
blanket for a while?
that I very well remember, when we were leaving Temahabo, going to my auntie's place at Alajo, along the road, when we get to kind of traffic, people were selling in the traffic as usual, as it continues today, and there were a lot of bread sellers, and I was crying to my mom. To get me some of the bread, and she couldn't afford it. Not just when we were coming, sorry,
That's okay.
other days, you see. So because of that, I have this issue with bread. I can come to town, and when I'm returning, I could buy about 20, 30 pieces of bread. No, it's not going to my house, it's going to my company. I'll send different branches the bread. They wouldn't understand. They would think that maybe I just went out and I saw the bread and I bought it for them. But it's something significant to me, something that I really wanted when I was young. But, you know, my mom could not afford it. War victim, she had nothing. She had to use her sister's clothes when we came at that time. So it was a really tough time for us until my mom got a teaching job. She was working before my father traveled with her. So when she came back, well, it took a lot of years to get back onto GES. Yeah, but fortunately she got back after some years. Yeah, and life continued from there again. So I remember in that class 4, what happened was that there was this student of my mom who was very close to my mom, and in her house is a trading house. They have a lot of ovens where they bake bread. I visited her a few times and I noticed that no, I wasn't being with my mom wasn't my thing. I needed to be in that trading house. I moved as young as I was to join that lady, and then I stayed with her and with her mom in the house in the Balakoda Meadow house. They are very well known for trading. So I started selling bread from there every day, every market day, after school, and on Saturdays and on Sundays, if it's market days, I will sell bread for the love of it.
You just love the
Yes.
fact that you are selling bread.
Yes, I will carry bread on my head, roam the whole of the market, you know, shouting, selling bread, moving from one vehicle to the other. And then I will sell a lot. And at the end of the day, we're paid for what we sold. I sold ice water at
And
that
how old
time.
were you?
Okay, imagine class 4 up to GSS 2. I think somewhere in GSS 2 I slowed down, but then I think somewhere GSS 2, GSS 1, GSS 2, I was now selling under the shed with one of the women from the house there. She sold rice, rice, beans, sugar, and all of those. So I was selling with her. Yes, I
But
was
before then, you
selling with
were
her.
carrying ice water on your head.
Yes, yes, and the bread, right. Then in JS1, JS2, I was helping her sell under her shade in the market. Yeah, and when I'm paid, I get so excited. I love the money that I made. I will buy clothes, of course, foods with the money, and then any food in the market that I wanted to enjoy, right?
So you did this till you got to the secondary school?
Yes, and in GSS3, by then my mom was transferred to a school where she was a school matron. So we will make orange juice, pineapple juice, and rock cake, other pastries, and sell at the school canteen. So I sold that when I was waiting for my result, GSS result. I sold that, and then moving to secondary school, I couldn't do much because when we even vacate, the students too were on vacation, so I couldn't sell much during secondary school holidays. And then and then the University of Ghana.
Of course.
Yes.
But you said you did a little trade in University of Ghana.
Yes.
You couldn't stop the trading.
No.
So what were you selling in the University of Ghana?
In the University of Ghana, I would go to, right from level 100, I went to Lomé, Togo, to buy accessories, yes, earrings, bracelets, necklaces and all that. Then I sold on campus. It wasn't allowed, but I needed to support myself in school. Yes. At that time, my dad was in the US, but things were tough.
Your dad was able to come to Ghana and go to US
Yes,
after that?
yes.
Okay.
Before even Liberia, he spent few years in the US. So till date, I even wondered why he took my mom to Liberia and we had to go through all those, and then I just don't know. And
Did you ever ask him?
no, no, and he's no more now too, so yeah.
But did you hold anything against him for that?
You know, sometimes I just don't understand, you know, I just don't understand. You were there, he was there alone, so why did he come down, you know, to take her away from her job to Liberia to go through all of that, and then we came back. A lot could have gone wrong, yeah.
You could have lost your lives.
Yes. Oh, my mom had a really hard time. I thank God she's still alive today, and then I'm really doing my best to make it up to her. Yes.
I'm glad.
Thank you.
That she's alive and she's seeing your success.
Right.
I guess she's very proud of you.
Very, 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 very proud of me. She is.
I wanted to take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk about the journey of MGL Naturals. We'll be right back after this break. Stay with us. Welcome back, and you are still watching Obaa. Such an inspirational show today. My guest is Israella Kafui Mansu, and she's a CEO of MGL Naturals. I'm emotional right now telling her journey. She grew up in Liberia. What moved me the most is there's a purpose. She has a purpose on earth. You know why? She was stolen as a baby, but God brought her back to her parents. Israella's story is something else. Let's continue. But Israella, let's talk about how MGL Naturals came to be.
Right.
You have been an entrepreneur since, selling of the bread on the streets, selling of pure water.
Yeah, ice water.
Ice water. That time it was ice water.
There's no pure water.
How were you screaming? Was it, yes, ice water?
Exactly.
Say it for the people to hear.
Yes, ice water. I speak away.
Okay,
and we speak away, so a chifa fellow.
Oh,
yes.
my goodness. And people were really patronizing.
Oh, yes. We can tie a full freezer load and everything gets finished by the close of the market day. Yes.
Oh, you're hardworking. Now, let's talk about MGL Naturals. How did it all start for you, Israella?
Okay. So, late 2009, I was about completing my national service from, I was a teacher in a school at Sakumono. So
What's the name of the school? Do you want
Corpus Christi, yes,
okay.
at Sakumono, right around the Catholic Church, yes. So, about a year to that time, I sent job application letters almost everywhere possible that I could, but I found no job. And I was paying my rent, my single room rent, and, you know, catering for my own clothing and feeding. So I needed to, you know, start doing an income generating activity to make money and continue to afford these things. I always knew that I would own a manufacturing company. I've always had that zeal, but then because of my food background, I thought that I would be in the food industry. My mom being a caterer, a matron, I did home economics and consumer science, so I thought it was going to be food for me. And I remember during secondary school, I loved practicals.
Okay.
I could prepare something in the examination hall where I'd not even practiced prior, just because I had a recipe there. So I'm good with recipe, ingredient list, and preparation method. I'm very good at that. So I thought I was going to go into food packaging, but then I have a very sensitive skin and love for shea butter.
Okay.
Yes. So at that time, I noticed that there are very high they were very rich natural cosmetics ingredients, cultivated in Ghana, but then by a very hardworking, determined rural women, but patronage was poor. So I wanted to get into that industry and then improve situations to purchase this organic and natural raw materials from these determined women who are breadwinners, buy them at the right prices so that they can for sustainability. Yes. So I thought of, okay, I have 300 Ghana cedi. I'm not getting a job to save salaries and start the business. So why don't I buy packaging materials and ingredients on very small quantities that my money can afford? So I will buy shea butter about maybe 40 cedis at that time, and other raw materials in small.
How much money do you have?
300 Ghana cedis. Yes, just 300
So you buy,
Ghana cedis.
I just want to do a little calculation.
Yes,
That's why I had to
yeah.
get it back.
Yeah.
So you buy shea butter 40 cedis?
40 cedis, and petrolatum about 50 cedis.
50 cedis.
And when I go to buy my jars, this very one at that time that I use for the cosmetics, I was going to buy less than 100 cedis. Meanwhile, at the company, you can come in and buy less than 100 cedis worth of jars. So I had to find someone, a customer who is coming to buy, add my money to the person's order list, and that person will have to buy for me what I want. Yeah, but the interesting thing today...
So wait, how many jars were you getting with the less than 100 Ghana cedis?
A bag, which is about 50 pieces.
So you were getting 50 pieces?
Yes.
For that?
Yes.
Okay.
For less than 100
cedis,
yes.
Cedis. And you had to wait till somebody comes in to buy before you do that?
Yes.
This was about how many years ago?
This was late 2009. 2009,
right,
yes.
So roughly like 11, 12 years ago.
Yes.
Now what is happening?
Okay, so right now what is happening is that MGL has grown so big and expanded such that we are one of the biggest customers of the company that produces the jars. And at this time, I have to order ahead of time for them to produce my quantities, and my trucks will go and load them. And my trucks are not able to load everything in a day. They have to go multiple days and load our jars. Yes, that's...
From buying 50 pieces?
Yes.
How many jars actually do you now order?
I order not less than 70,000 pieces at a time. That's about in a month. Not less than 70,000 pieces.
If this doesn't inspire you, then I don't know what will inspire you again. From 50 pieces to 70,000
pieces.
Pieces?
Yes.
And your car has to keep going?
Yes.
70,000, you're almost 100,000 pieces. How did you do it?
Okay, I have been very disciplined in terms of finances. I have been selfless. I always reinvest profits. The least money I get is going right away into raw materials. Yes. And apart finances, product knowledge, I keep learning. I learn every day about my products. I keep improving. And when I arrive at the right consistency, I remain consistent, producing the right standard of each product. Yes. And I make great products. So I would say the product sell itself. That's how I term it.
I love that. Now, you started in your kitchen, like you said to me.
Yeah.
So How did it all start?
All right.
Tell us.
So from my kitchen became too small.
Okay.
So there was this house in the neighborhood.
No,
with,
but in the kitchen, how was it happening?
Okay, so initially I used cooking utensils. I would formulate, because I was studying myself to produce them, I didn't go to a formulation school. So I produced a lot of prototypes. I will produce a lot, it will go bad, I will throw them away, produce again, until I got to some standards and consistencies that I shared with few people, and they said it was okay, and I also thought that it was okay based on what I was learning by myself, and then I will send it to Foods and Drugs Authority for testing and registration.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. And then finally it went through.
Yes.
How did the market accept it?
All right. Initially it was slow, but finally I had a breakthrough. So I will go to Makola. That was a graduate from the University of Ghana, then carrying my hair food in cutting on my head, moving from, one cosmetic shop.
On your head?
Yes.
You carried it to shop?
Yes. I didn't take a carry or whatever. I carried it on my head myself. Yes. Moving from one shop to the other, one cosmetic shop to the other, introducing the product to the cosmetic shop owners. And at that time, out of about 10 shops that I approach, one person would accept it and the others would turn me down. And I understand them because they love fast-moving products, products on TV, products that run advertisements. And I was new. It wasn't anywhere. So they needed more than just what I was saying, that it was good. So I met a woman at in Makola, the ground floor of Georgina Store's building, an old lady. She was the very first person to accept my product. For her, her question was that I told her initially that I made it, but after talking, she still asked, did you produce this yourself? I said yes. She said, Intri, are you sure that you produced this yourself? And I said yes. Then she said, all right, then I should give her 12 pieces. I had 24 pieces in the carton, so she took 12 pieces. And about 3 days after I viewed it, she said the 12 pieces was all gone. She asked for a carton, and the quantity still kept on moving from there. At that time, I have my phone number on the product, so I started getting a lot of calls from Makola to supply. So I'll go to Makola. At this time, I'll take kayayas and move from shop to shop and
now
supply.
it was getting more.
Yes, and then supply. One day, I was very tired, relaxing at the front view of one cosmetic shop in Makola, and then the woman asked me, she called me Kafui, I supply her, so she knows my name. Kafui, you come and move around the whole time, aren't you tired? Don't you wish to have a distributor? And I said, yes, I wish to have a distributor of my products in the market. And she said, okay, she would love to distribute my product for me. I said, that would be awesome. She arranged that we meet, and then we took it from there. Everything was successful. I still work with her.
She's still your distributor?
She's still my distributor, and she's got sent.
Wow. What's her name? Let's
Her
give her a
name
mention.
her name is Auntie Christy, and her shop name is Santiwa Enterprise. Santiwa
God
Enterprise.
bless her for this.
God richly bless her.
Yes.
Yeah, and
continue.
I had one more distributor after her, Mr. Adama. Thank you so much to Mr. Adama. He's also an amazing distributor of MGL Naturals products.
So roughly how many products do you distribute in a month?
I
know, I've put you in your tools,
we the products are everywhere now, so we were able to distribute a lot. A whole lot.
Are you able to sell off all the 70,000
pieces? Well, we always have stock. I am good at keeping stock. I do not like to run out of.
So let's say
products.
minimum of 50,000 is sold in a month.
Yeah. Yes.
That's something else.
Right.
So how did you grow from one product to over 20 products?
All right. So customers have really played a great role in my product development. I made a lot of products because customers asked for them. Yes. Yeah. That's inspired
so
my
the very
expansion.
the very first was the coconut oil.
The very first actually is the pure shea butter.
Is the pure shea butter?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Oh, but that's not what I saw on the market
Right.
first.
This took over.
This took over.
Yes.
So you started with this, the pure
Yeah.
shea butter.
Yes.
And that's what the woman at Makola accepted.
No.
Okay. So just you made for yourself. Tell us about this.
All right. So this raw shea butter, I started using, I've always used it. So I started selling it raw, no, not scented.
Okay.
And I had a lot of negative feedbacks. The shea butter is strong. When they apply it, it smells on their skin and all of that. I just knew the answer to it, to get it scented. So I got it scented and sales started improving. And people started asking for, what about the one for the hair, the one for the hair? And I was like, this is also good for the hair. But the request for the hair was so much that I had to get back to my formulation,
Cooking utensils.
attributes, yes. And then develop a product specifically for the hair.
Right.
And so I brought this, I developed this one that is currently our
Your
leading,
biggest
leading product, our
yes.
biggest product, yes.
And the smell, the fragrance,
Yeah.
the scent,
Yeah.
something else.
Thank you.
When you use it and you go somewhere, it takes over the place.
That
That's
is
what
true.
I love about it.
Thank you.
And I remember when I was told to get it, the woman said, "Oh, Towe." I'm like, "Towe." She's like, "Miare."
It's
You know,
true.
it's like, that's what they do.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, it's not bad. Let me give it a try and see. Maybe it's good. But you know the beauty? You haven't changed the containers.
Yes, that is true. It's been the same container for almost 12 years now.
Yes.
Yes. But then I'm looking forward to having it customized.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Not bad at all. So from this, that's the pure, we moved to this, that's the hair.
Yes,
And then where
yes.
else did we go to?
And then we arrived at virgin coconut oil hair food.
Okay.
Yes.
Which is pure virgin coconut?
Yes, and 90% pure virgin coconut oil.
Okay.
Yes, and then 10% some other hair enhancing ingredients.
So now, let me ask you this. When you moved from your kitchen, where did you go produce?
Oh, very interesting one. I moved from the kitchen and there was this compound house around us, the East Ward. I was living at Lashibi at that time. So I rented an empty space in the corner of their fence wall.
Okay.
And then I made a shed. I got a carpenter to make a shed, and then we used some of the roofing sheets to cover it halfway with a dwarf wall door. So I was producing from there. And I was having issue with dust and all that. So I needed to move into an enclosed area. So I rented a shop, a single shop. In this single shop, I stored raw materials. I produced there. I made sales too there sometimes. And I also stored finished products there. And I was there when I entered Makola. So when the sales started growing,
You had a space
I
to do it.
expanded.
Okay.
I rented 2 more shops at the same place. So at this point, I'll produce in one of them, store products in one, and the third one was a sales office. Yes, a sales office.
Right.
Yes.
Let me take a break on this note, and when we come back, we'll talk about some natural oils that you make as well, and your achievements so far.
Right.
We'll be right back after this. You can't miss out. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're still watching Obaa, and my guest for today is Israella. Israella, a beautiful woman who has a story and today she's selling so much. Her product is called the MGL Naturals. You might have seen it on the market, but you didn't know who was behind this. You didn't know her journey. You didn't know how she got here. She started with only 50 containers. Now she supplies over 70,000. We are hitting the hundreds. Very, very soon, we are hitting the hundreds.
Definitely.
Do you go international as well? Do you export?
Yes, yes. We export directly and indirectly. Directly because we get direct orders from the international market and then we ship to them directly. Indirectly because the products are all over, in Makola, in cosmetic shops, supermarkets, ShopRite, China Mall, everywhere. So people get to go buy in bulk quantities from wherever they find them and export, because I hear of my products in some African shops in Europe.
I was going to say, I'm not too sure if I've seen this in Walmart, but it looks like I've seen it in Walmart. I'm not too sure yet.
Yeah, it's not there yet.
Good.
Yes.
I'm not too sure yet, but I strongly believe it's going to be there very soon.
I strongly believe so too. Yes.
Because I've seen some products that are similar, so it's definitely going to go there very, very, very soon.
Yes.
But in the African shops, they are there.
Right.
But in the package shops in UK, they are there as well.
Yes. Right. Some few days back, a cousin came from the US and told me she went to an Asian shop in the US and my products were there.
Yeah.
So she told the mother, Kafui's products are in this Asian shop. And the mom was like, these Asians, they want to sell everything.
I know, but you're doing so well. That's why your products are everywhere. Let's talk about your oils. How did you migrate into the oils?
All right. So the demand for us from customers came in, and actually I use these oils for our manufacturing. For instance, the virgin coconut oil is right in this hair food and in this hair food. So I get to bottle some for sale. And castor oil as well. It's a very nourishing oil for the hair and skin.
I really love castor oil, I must say. I know what it does,
it promotes hair growth.
Yes, I love castor oil.
And this is neem oil. I use neem oil for our herbal hair treatment, which is for the scalp and hair growth, and then for the black soap as well. The neem oil is very medicinal. It treats minor skin problems.
And you have products for babies as well, which
is we have
you didn't leave the babies out.
No, I didn't leave them out. We have organic baby care for babies and toddlers. And it's equally awesome for adults as well. Yes. It's made with 100% organic shea butter and raw cocoa butter. Yes. And it has a very mild vanilla fragrance.
Can I try it?
Yes, sure.
Sure, I'm going to try this.
Very moisturizing.
Yes, I just
nourishing.
Want to, because we know baby skin is soft, and so probably if I put it on my skin,
the purest care.
Oh, yeah, that's soft.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
I guess my skin is going to glow. I need to show my skin to the camera.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So it's just the natural ingredients you put in there?
Yes.
No chemicals?
No chemicals. I do not use chemicals. 90% of, I have 100% raw products, and then I have 90% natural products as well. So talk of the other 10%, which is petrolatum is part of them. Petrolatum is equally safe for the hair skin. That is what the brand Vaseline produces that we use when there is harmattan. That is petrolatum. Yeah, which is a healthy cosmetic ingredient.
Right.
Yes.
Let's talk about your awards, my darling. You have over 12 awards. Wow. Over 12 awards.
Yes.
Let's talk about them. Which ones? Mention them and let's celebrate you.
I have received a lot of local and international awards. Initially, I started participating in business plan competitions where I placed first runner-up, second runner-up, Enablis Ghana, UT Bank, Business Launchpad. I was one of the winners. Engine program sponsored by DFID UK Aid. I was one of the winners, and then I move on to the international scene where Global Women Inventors and Innovators awarded me in South Africa, Cape Town, also in Sweden. Yes, and then I received another award for innovation in Latvia, yes, and U.S. Embassy Ghana also nominated me, and U.S. government sponsored my tour, business tour, business and business tour, yeah, where I had a lot of business training in the US. I wasn't alone. One or two representatives from about 50 African countries represented. Yes, so myself and M. Sims Mabel represented Ghana in 2015, where we were taught a lot in our industry. Each person was assigned to her industry, yeah, and a lot more of awards. Few years ago, about 2-3 years ago, I was awarded, MGL Naturals was awarded Social Enterprise of the Year by 40 Under 40 Awards. MGL Naturals Coconut Oil and Shea Butter, Hair
Best
Food,
products.
also, yes, won the Cosmetic Product of the Year some years back, and a lot of feminine awards from the business executive, I believe that's their name.
I mean,
Yes.
knowing that you started with only 300 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
I mean, anytime you look back, how's the feeling like?
It's been very, very fulfilling, and I'm so grateful God has brought me this far. I have a lot of people who look up to me, a lot of dependents that I take care of, and God always makes sure that He gives me enough to also take care of
The others as
the
well.
others. Yes.
Fantastic. I have a video I want you to watch.
My name is Bright Kiti. I'm one of the employees of MGL Naturals. I'm working with MGL for 5 years now. I'm the senior employee here as well as the head of production. It's been an amazing experience working with Madam Kafui Israella. She's an extraordinary hardworking woman and an understanding and compassionate boss and mother to all her employees. I've been working here for 5 years. Since I started working with MGL, she gave me free accommodation, not only me, but most of my colleagues and utilities. We can always go to her with our problems, and she always help us with whatever problems we go to her with. So on behalf of my colleagues, MGL Naturals employees, we want to say a happy Mother's Day in advance to our mother and our Madam Kafui Israella.
I pray for more strength because I really want to do more for them. Yeah. MGL is here today because of them. I couldn't have come this far, you know. My employees, a lot came and left, but there have been some of them that continue to be with me. I have employees who've been with me for 7, 8 years, and for him, he's been with me over 5 years, and I have been trying my best, but then I am really looking forward to doing more for them than I'm currently doing. Yes.
God bless you.
God bless you too.
You're doing so well.
Thank you.
Looking at where you came from and where you are today, you're doing so well. Your determination is something else. Let me tell you this. You sent me a message at 5 a.m. said I'm packed at TV Africa.
Yes.
I know my interview is not at 5 a.m. It's at 10.
Yeah.
But I want to be here before then.
Yeah.
That is determination.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you do.
Thank
we are
you.
so proud of you, Israella.
Thank you so much.
And little did I know that I'll meet you one day and tell you how proud I am of you and how I love your product.
Thank you so
And I know
much.
I'm not the only one who loves your product. A lot of people out there love it as well. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Israella, we appreciate you so much.
Oh, my
GTP
God.
wants to honor you with this. They say
my
when you
God.
go home, so we wear it and look beautiful.
Thank you
And
so,
thank you
so
for
much.
everything you do for the community.
Thank you so, so much. I highly appreciate it. It's so beautiful. Wow.
Yes, and that's
Wow,
from GTP
finest
to you.
quality.
Yes.
Wow, it's so beautiful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, GTP. I'm
You're
so
welcome.
grateful.
You're welcome. It doesn't end there. Now, you do hair products as well, but it's always
Yeah.
good to try other
Yes,
things
that
on the
is
market.
true.
Now, Maxim Cosmetics, they have the right products for you, so they
Wow.
also have all these products,
Wow.
salon services, everything in
Yeah.
there for you.
Thank
Try
you.
some new products aside yours.
Amazing, amazing.
Yes,
I'm so
Israella,
grateful.
you're
Thank you
welcome.
so much to you, to TV Africa, to Mazim's Cosmetics. I'm so grateful for
You're
this
welcome,
parcel.
Israella. I would like you to put it down and look into the camera and give your final words to everybody out there watching you today.
I would like to say a very big thank you to my mother, Madam Gladys Brampa. She's been a very strong pillar. Thank you, first of all, to God Almighty for everything. He's brought me this far. It's been a great journey. And to MGL Naturals employees, I'm so grateful for the love and support, your hard work and determination for MGL Naturals. I promise you, expect more, better days are coming. And to our distributors and customers, salon owners, you continue to push MGL Naturals brand. I'm so grateful. God richly bless you all. To entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, my advice to you is that I know we have limited resources in Ghana. That should not discourage you. I encourage you to start your businesses with the little resources that you have. The small space in the house, that little money you have, just start your business. Be determined. And one very important thing, learn each day. Acquire more knowledge on your industry, on your products. Keep developing. And when you arrive at a great standard, be consistent. Do not reduce the standard. Thank you.
Reduce the standard, and that's from Israella. Israella, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you
So
for
from
having me.
300 Ghana cedis you started, how much are
Yes.
you making?
I would say that we are worth about 18 million Ghana cedis today. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow! My goodness, you heard her. If this doesn't inspire you, then I don't know what will inspire you, and we only bring it to you on Obaa. Please tell everybody to tune in every Sunday evening at 7 p.m. and then repeat on Wednesdays at 4:30 p.m. Get inspired. It could channel your journey to a successful one as well. And thank you to everybody, to GTP for sponsoring this program. We are so grateful to you at home. Mother's Day. Get GTP for your mothers. It doesn't have to be only your biological mother, but every mother figure in your life. Get that person a GTP. Also, don't forget Maxim Cosmetics. They have the right products. So go to Maxim Cosmetics, add their products to your GTP and give it to every single mother figure in your life. And add Don't Precious Beads. They have the beads for you as well. So go to them. They'll make it for you, for yourself, for your mom. Look beautiful. And do not forget to contact Jewel Fashion for them to make that lovely outfit for you. Contact them on 050-280-2866, 050-280-2866. Let me repeat it, 050-280-2866. They made this lovely outfit for me. So if you want to look beautiful like I do, just contact them. My name is Roslyn Felly. We will be back again next week. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you. Bye.